very good afternoon to all of you. I would like to welcome you all in our morning session. Sorry, in our afternoon session. As you all know, we bring a lot of news, views, opinions, information all about real estate, all about how market is going to behave, how you can become part of this wonderful profession, and of course, every week couple of very interesting personalities. They join me to share their thought process and how we all are working together to bring a change in the industry. So before we talk about real estate, I want to touch up an out of the way topic with all of you. I was actually doing a motivational session for one of a group in India a couple of days before. It was an online session, and an interesting discussion started on that day. So these were the guys who were getting ready for the competitive exam, and they all were using few of the tactics, methods, and technology to become successful in those competitive exams. And one of the students brought a very interesting discussion, and he said, Mr. Raman, I am actually doing something different than all of these guys. And so I was very keen to know what different he is doing or what different he is thinking for the exams. So he brought up an interesting discussion, and he said, I am actually going to temple, and I am praying to God to get a very easy exam. No complicated question, nothing which actually leaves a chance for the failure. And I was very surprised that he is getting ready for the competitive exam, and he's going to temple and requesting or praying to the God to give easiest questions. So I spoke to a couple of others, and it was a big surprise to me that many of them, they were doing the same as well. Somebody was going to Gurudwara, somebody was going to mosque, somebody is going to church. So it was a big group of almost 100 people. So it was from different ethnicities. And then we started that discussion. So the conclusion of that discussion was that majority of the time, when you and me and anybody goes to the temple, what or church or any religious place, what do we say? What do we pray? But let me tell you about me personally. I'm not a very religious person. I'm not a kind of person who believes a lot on religion and all that stuff. Though I go to temple, I go to Gurdwara, I go to mosque and church everywhere. But my belief is in nature, because I firmly believe nature I can see, I can feel, and my other belief is in humanity. But still, it was an interesting discussion, so I wanted to understand their perspective about that discussion. So I actually started asking them more and more questions. So when I came to know that many of them, they were praying whenever they were going to any religious place and asking for an easy life, an easy question paper. I was very surprised. Let me ask you guys, when you go to temple or when you go to any place of religion, what do you pray? What do you ask for? I'm pretty sure majority of us ask for a simple and easy life, a life without complication, a life without challenges, a life where there is no problem. We all go and pray for an easy and comfortable and happy life. But guys, is that something which we should ask for? So we will talk a little bit about this topic before we go to our another session of the week. Before that, I would like to introduce my two amazing buddies who most of the time they join me for this live session. So today we have Kamal with us. So Kamal, first of all, welcome you on the show.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I wanted to take a little time to bring you onto the live show, but I was actually doing an interesting discussion, so I thought, you know what, I will take your opinion, and why don't we bring Sachin in as well, because he's also waiting for us. Sachin, a very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Raman, and good afternoon, Kamal.
Good afternoon, Sachin.
It seems that Kamal is not alone; he's with somebody.
Kamal is getting busier day by day.
Yes.
So Sachin, I was before you guys joined in, I was actually talking about an interesting topic. I was conducting an motivational seminar for some of the students over there in India who are actually going into the competitive exams.
Right.
I will go and talk a little bit more details about that, but let me ask you a question. And Kamal, that question goes to you too. So whenever you go to temple, either it is temple or Gurudwara or mosque, wherever you have a belief in, what do you pray to God? So Kamal, what do you pray to God?
You are asking a very tough question. I mean, I have been asking everything, whatever I have today. So may it be the job, or may it be career, maybe health, good for everyone, for the family members, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, these are the things which I normally pray and think good about it, that these good things should happen. Yeah.
I know, Kamal, you are a very religious person. I have seen you fasting and all this stuff, which I always appreciate. Okay, Kamal. Am I right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, but it has been like I would say almost 2 decades I have been doing that. So I'm so used to that. If I don't do it now, then I don't feel comfortable. So it became, initially it was more religious, then it became like part of my routine, and now it's a part of my life. So it goes with me.
Excellent. Sachin, how about you?
So I would say I'm not. Yes, I'm religious, but not that much. But I do many things to keep my wife happy because she's very religious. So I'll be very upfront on that. But yes, whenever I go to temple, or whenever I just fold my hands, I would say I just ask for happiness for everybody, and that happiness would cover, I think, everything.
Yeah, and Sachin, I think this is what most of the time, and I was talking to a lot of people like from last couple of days after this session happened, and so I was actually asking the students, the guys, like, how are you getting ready and getting prepared for the exams and all this stuff? So I was getting all kind of answers. Somebody told me, you know what, we are using this technology, we are reading these books and all this stuff. But an interesting discussion came where one student, he came and he said to me, sir, I am actually going to temple and praying to God that give me the easiest question paper. There should be no complication, no problem, and all that stuff. And I was very surprised that this guy is going for the competitive exam, and he's praying to the God to give him an easiest question paper. So then I started talking to other students as well. So the crux of the matter was, and as I asked from both of you, and this is my question to all the viewers as well, when we go to the temple, Sachin, most of the time, we ask for an easy, comfortable life. We ask for that, okay, in my life, there should be no problem, no challenges, and all kind of happiness and everything. Am I right? This is what the normal ask what we do. I know sometimes people ask cars, sometimes people ask, during the COVID, when COVID just started, I know many people actually ask God for the tissue papers as well. And these days, everybody's asking for the house, right? Because there's not much inventory.
Yes.
So this is what we normally go and pray to God. Am I right?
Yeah, that's true.
But is that right? Kamal, don't you think when we are asking and going, when we are going and asking and praying to God or whatever we believe in to give us an easy, comfortable, without problem, without challenges life, don't you think, unfortunately, we are asking for making us handicapped? We are asking God, we are praying God that don't give me any problems in life so that I cannot use my brain. Don't give me any challenges of my life so that I cannot use my ears, eyes, nose, hands, and everything. We
I
are
think
asking all kind of comfort and easy life, whereas, Sachin, I know you are jumping guns, but just let me finish. Whereas I would go and pray to God that give me all kind of problems, give me all kind of challenges, give me all kind of complications, because I think any success story, any progress, any growth starts with a problem. So if I'm not asking for the basic thing, if I'm not asking for the problem, because you know what, problems is the first name of the opportunity. But we all look for an easy and comfortable life. How it is going to make you run your brain, how it is going to make you creative, how it is going to help you to become the best, and especially to those people who want to go in the competitive exam. So my ask, and I'm being very open and honest, though I'm not going to go and ask anything from God, because he has already, if God exists, I believe in nature because I can see the nature. I believe in humanity. I'm not a religious person at all. I go to temple, I go to Gurdwara, eat my langar, and I'm happy. So, Sachin, now you can say what you were saying.
what I was saying is that indirectly we ask the God that what, my time in this world is over. Now call me
that's
because I don't use any of the things that you have given me.
that is a little hard statement you're giving, but that's so true. That's
Yeah.
so true. So I personally think, and this is what I want to do in this world. I want to change the thought process of people. I want them to think differently. Because you know what? Unfortunately, our education system just keeps us on one track. And we all blindly keep following that track without even thinking that might not be the most suitable track for you. So everybody has to choose their own track in the life. We all, the beauty among all of us are, we are different, but we are same. Right? So we should enjoy the difference, and we should happily enjoy the similarity among all of us. We were like, nobody was born Hindu, Muslim, or Christian, or Sikh. We all were born as a human being, but then we got converted by the system to a particular religion and belief. Whereas there are so many fantastic good things in every religion, right? If you look at Hinduism, if you look at Sikhs, if you look at Muslims, and there are bad people in every religion as well. But I don't think so. Religion should be a part of our discussion at any point of time. Religion is something very personal, which anybody and everybody have the right to exercise in the beauty and comfort of their own home, or wherever you feel comfortable. Either you believe in going to church, or you believe in going to Gurudwara or temple or mosque, whatever it is. Sachin, I'm not too sure if you know, I have read Gita. I have read, I'm reading Quran, I have read Bible, and my next target is to read Japji Sahib. And every religious book, I think there is not any book which is more motivational, organizational, institutional, and business book than Gita. It teaches you so many good things of the life. And as Kamal said, so he is practicing something from last 20 years. Now it has become his way of living. Am I right, Kamal?
Yeah, that's true.
So this is what the religion is. Religion is a way of living. But people, they connected that to something different.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think I wanted to share that thought process. And thank you very much to Rutika, Namita, Dr. Ketan for appreciating and joining us today. So Kamal, What is going to be our topic of discussion today?
You're talking about school, and I don't want to, think about it. It's done now. No more studies.
You're so scared of it.
Of course, of course. It was
See,
always a scary thought.
it seems like the society and the system has put so much pressure on people about the studies that they don't like it. Whereas I think, Kamal, it is not about school, it is not about study. Knowledge should be a part of our life. Reading should be a religion for us, right? The same way I wish, the same way people practice religion, they should practice reading books, getting knowledge. But they won't take time out for that. They will take time out for practicing religion. Anyway, guys, so Inderdeep said, people pray for comfortable life as they are not currently leading comfortable life. Inderdeep, yes, you have a valid point, but I still personally don't understand. What is the definition of comfort? Sitting in air conditioner or sitting in a very nicely heated house or lying in the bed? What is the definition of comfort? So whatever gives you happiness is the comfort. I like working 18 hours a day, maybe, and that's my comfort. I like handling problems, taking challenges, doing something new every single day. That is my comfort. So it all depends upon how and what we define as a comfort. Go and ask a champion who has won the gold medal in Olympics. His comfort was spending 14, 15 hours on the track practicing. And his comfort was stretching his limit to the next level. So everybody have their own definition of comfort, but I really appreciate your comments and your suggestions there. And Namita, thank you very much for joining. You are becoming a regular viewer for our show, and thank you all who are joining every Saturday and participating into the discussion. Guys, this is very, very important. I would love you keep throwing your suggestions, you keep asking questions. Doesn't matter either it is related to real estate or it is related to any general topic of our life, because this is what makes our brain active. This is what makes us the best person in the world. So please, yes, Inderdeep, absolutely, you said right. It's a relative term, and that's what I was trying to discuss. Everybody have their own definition of comfort. So, Kamal, today's topic: will you send your school kids to a bad school? So let's talk about the kids. Kids are the future of the country, and I meet so many people and ask them, "Why did you come to this country?" And most of the time, the answer I get, I come here for my kids. I want them to get the best education. I want them to become a good citizen of this country. Am I right?
Yeah.
So why did you come here, Kamal? What was your reason?
Yeah, I mean, quality of life, definitely. Good future for the kids. That was another. And definitely to grow more. Like I was doing good, as I said in a couple of my last discussions. But I wanted to grow more, look for good more opportunities, because as Canada is like one of the top countries to be in, so I thought like maybe here these things I would be able to achieve, and that was the reason I am here.
And Canada is one of the top countries to live, and CMX is one of the best organization to work. Am I right?
Oh yes.
I can see a wonderful smile at your face.
Oh yeah, I mean I've been since yesterday thinking that, and in fact, like if you remember, we had a meeting yesterday, and these things actually keep us motivated, because when I meet some of our entrepreneurs coming from different companies and they walk around in the office, and they share a very lovely feedback yesterday, and it actually got embedded on my brain, when they said that every time when they visit our office, they feel that there is one is positive energy that is flowing. Number two, they see the professionalism in the people, even if they are not interacting with them, but they see that there is a lot of professionalism which flows in. So the texture of the company or the essence of the company, what they were trying to give, was really amazing. And let me tell you, these are the people who are working from last 15 or 20 years at a very good position in some of our local offices and big brands. So it gives, definitely it motivates us, and it even make us cautious that, yeah, we are doing good now, we have to do better, we have to go to the next level. So yeah, I definitely believe, and I'm a strong believer of that we are really an amazing organization. And the way we are growing, the way we are doing things, the way we are changing the path, I would say, for many, or creating path for many, it's really, I mean, people can vouch for that. Those people who are joining hands, maybe some of them who are not joining hands, even they agree to this part. They come, they talk, and they're happy to have a discussion happening with us and take a lot of information and insight. How they can be more productive, or how things can be done well at their end.
So, Kamal, I'm sure you're not saying these things just because we are talking online and we both are in front of each other.
You know me very well.
Yes.
I'm the last person on the earth to say something fabricated.
Yeah. So tell me three good things. What you love about SaveMax?
Okay, I would say the first is the pace. I love the pace of the company. I mean, really, really amazing pace what we have. Second is the vision, what the company is carrying. And third is the creativity, the innovativeness of the entire organization. Or I would say, whatever we do, we are doing something creative in whatever task we take on our hand. So there can be many, but yeah, I can right now cite these three things.
And give me two things which you hate about SaveMax.
You make me work 60 hours a week.
Okay.
Okay. You want to ask everything here? Okay, I can tell you everything.
Yeah, this is the beauty, right?
Okay. Yesterday you got my message at 2 a.m. Okay, 2:30 a.m. And that was the time I woke up and said, oh, I forgot, at this point I have to note. And I have a habit, when something comes to me, I always make it a point and note it somewhere in my phone. And I just text you at 2:30 a.m. So that's something, even when I am not sleeping or not doing anything, actually I'm doing something. So that's the way it is. But I love that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're scaring people, huh?
I'm telling people that if you have this passion, you will enjoy working.
You are scaring people not to join SaveMax, and this is what I love, because you know what? I don't encourage those people who are not the daydreamers. You know what? Who are not daring. Please don't become part of our team. If you just want to go with the crowd, if you don't want to behave like a leader, believe me, guys, my humble submission, SaveMax is not the right platform for you. It doesn't matter which level it is. Either it is you're coming here for the job or you're coming here for the realtor. If you have that guts, if you have that entrepreneurial bug in you, you know what? That entrepreneurial bug, always keep bothering people. Only then I think SaveMax is the right platform. And Sachin is giving a good smile because he is so eager to tell me what he hates about SaveMax.
Now, see, on Kamal's point, I remember the quote from Abdul Kalam, that dreams are not something which you get in sleep. Dreams are something which don't let you sleep.
You never told me this before, Sachin.
You never told all this to me also before.
No. But I know, Kamal, this is my biggest challenge. And I saw your message at 4:30 in the morning. I want to reply you on that time, but I know you normally wake up at 8 o'clock. But
Yeah.
the good part was me and Amar were chatting. We're actually on a phone call for almost 1 hour at 5:30. And because we are so diligently working hard to put up our operations in other countries as well, And I feel so happy and proud to have the same energetic, same enthusiastic, and same crazy people like me in my surrounding, because that is very, very important. You always need those friends. When you want to jump in the well, they don't stop you from jumping. They jump with you and see, you know what? Now we will handle the problem inside the well. Right? So that is very, very important. So Kamal, when we talk about our kids, and I have seen most of the time people, now I'm going a little bit off the track, and I know a lot many people not gonna like me for this statement, but guys, this is just a thought-provoking statement. It's my try to just understand what I want to convey. So many times I have seen people, they actually come and tell me, you know what? From last 20 years, I am just focusing on my son to become this. And I have made my life hell out of it. What happens when our kids, they grow and they reach on to that level? Most of the time they leave us. Most of the time they go and settle down somewhere else. So when I ask them this question, okay, you are working so diligently, you are actually making your life hell, and you are sacrificing everything just to make sure that your kids grow, do a good education, and get a good job. What if when they get a good job, they leave you? And majority of the time I get that answer from moms. No, 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 no. My son is not going to leave me. No, no, no. My daughter is not going to leave me. And I ask them a simple question. Who left your parents? See, we all left our parents to make our life better. We all came here and left all our relatives to come here in this country. Then how can we expect that our kids are not going to do that? But again, I'm not saying that we should not focus our kids. I'm not saying that we should not make them the best. But guys, while doing that, don't neglect yourself. Don't do an injustice to yourself that there was an opportunity, there was a chance for you to become a success story, for you to build up yourself, but you kept killing yourself, or you kept sacrificing everything of your life just to make your kids something. And when they became something, they left you. But tell me something, Kamal. And this is what I love about it. If you have made yourself a success story, let's say if you are an entrepreneur and you have established an empire for yourself, do you think you need to be too much worried about your kids, that what they are going to do, where they are going to get a job, and how they are going to run their future? What do you think, Sachin?
No, not at all.
Sachin, what do you think?
Definitely, Raman. If you have created a success story for yourself, there are a lot many things which your kids don't have to bother about or worry about. Okay, I'm not saying that they have a backup plan. Definitely, they will have all the abilities and education to do whatever they want. But it is very important. When I came to Canada, I never came for the kids. I came here to have a better life for myself first.
Yes.
I wanted to grow myself over here. I felt, what I can do in this country, I might not be able to achieve that in back home over there in India. So after everything followed after that. So again, definitely you are 200% right that definitely the kids are our responsibility, but that does not mean that we are going to kill ourselves just to make them better. If you are good, they will become better. They will become good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think this is very, very important, Sachin. Before I go and teach them, before I go and tell them something, I have to practice that.
Yes.
I have to put that values in myself so that it automatically gets shifted into others. If we are not able to become a good human being, we cannot expect our kids to do that. So this is the most important aspect of our life. And again, guys, as I humbly request you, don't take my message wrong. I am not giving this message that we should not take care of our kids. We should not make them good human beings.
Yeah.
No, that is not my message. My message is we have to make ourselves an example for them. And that is what Kanika is saying. And this is what I love. We have to set an example. And you are so right, Kanika. We have to make sure we become a role model, because there is no better role model than a parents in a family. I take my dad as a role model for myself, and I love him. But I am not expecting that my kid's gonna ruin their life for me just because I want them in my surrounding. No, no, no. It's fine. If they're in my surrounding, I'm very happy. But you know what? If they want to go and live their life, nothing wrong in this. I will make myself that much strong that I can carry myself for whole of my life. And that is what I am going to put an example in front of my kids. Right? So, Kamal, when it comes to schooling of the kids, what are the criterias? And I would like to ask this question from all the viewers. What are the criterias? How you choose the school for your kids? So today we talked about one aspect, that it is not only your kids. You are equally important. Your thing is equally important and little more important than your kids, because first you make yourself successful. Now my next question to you guys is, all the viewers, please tell me what are the criterias and what kind of school you are going to choose for your kids. So can I see a couple of people to put up their answer? And Kamal, I will take the answer from you first.
I would definitely look for the reputation of the school, whatever information I could gather with my research. Definitely, I would look into the success rate, or if I could hear, like, how the.
Kamal, in the meanwhile, can I interrupt you for one thing? Just a little thing. I have seen a comments here from Alka. Alka says, agree with you, Ramanji. It is not only one life. Alka, my humble submission to you online in front of everybody. We encourage everybody to call every single individual in the office by first name. Please just write Raman. I would be very happy. Yes, Kamal, please go ahead.
Yeah. So definitely, like as I said, the success rate, if we can gather that information, how the students are groomed there, what's the culture, how is the transparency, how the kids are being treated, and how is the hand holding. So these are things, because they are like, for us also, they're everything, I would say, for us, whatever we are doing. So we are really focused on that part, that whatever education they get, whatever guidance they get, has to be best. So I think these are the criteria what I would look for.
Sachin, how about you? What are you going to look in a
I will change this question a little bit, and I'll tell you how some people look for a house.
Okay. See, he is a good realtor, man.
So, like, since I have been working in real estate for last 10 years.
Today we are not selling anything, okay?
No, we're not selling anything, right? I'm telling you how people are going to choosing the house. I have met so many people that they tell me that, you know what, Sachin, want to buy a house, and we want to buy a house close to this school because the rating of this school is very good.
Yes.
Right? They check the ranking of the school for the city before they decide upon the house.
Very good point, Sachin.
Okay. Now, why they are choosing a house which is maybe their biggest investment of their life on the basis of school which does not belong to them, in which they do not have any money invested. Their kid might go to the school for maybe 3, 4, 5 years, but on the basis of that school ranking, they are choosing a house for themselves. They might end up relocating themselves, creating more troubles, traveling to their job locations or their workspace, but they want to make sure that their kid go to the school which has got the best ranking in the city. Second, I meet so many clients, wherein those clients, they come from a very humble background. They're coming from the villages of India. They are not educated too much. They are not even making that kind of money. They are not making too much money also. But I have seen that when they ask them that, which school your kids are going, and they are telling me the name of the school, which are the most expensive private schools in the city.
Yeah.
Okay. Which I might think of sending my kid to, that kind of, money you require to send your kids over there.
Yeah.
But they're cutting their corners short. They are, I would say, compromising on their lifestyle they are living just to make sure that their kids they get the best education available. They are sometimes even killing their dreams just to make sure that their kids go to the best possible schools.
So that's very important, Sachin, and I really appreciate you putting up all that much thought process. But I'm so thrilled to see the kind of response I'm getting from everybody. Kanika is saying school training. Namita is saying school ready is an important criteria. Trilok is saying reputation of the school. Khaled is saying school starts from home and then school. All schools are good. Raman saying Trilok is saying has to be multicultural. Laying right base is most important. Thank you very much, guys, for such an wonderful inputs. So what I can see from all the people, like everybody wants their kids to be in the best school, where first of all, the rating is good. So what is the criteria of the rating? How the schools are being rated? They are being rated on the base of performance, like how the kids are performing in that school. Am I right, Sachin?
Yeah.
So if we look at
Success
that,
rate.
how the kids are performing in that school, so let me put two situations here for you guys. So the first situation is that your kid is in a school where 90% people are getting less than 40% marks. And only 10% of the kids, they are getting more than 80% marks. Now there's another school where 90% of the kids, they are getting 80% or more marks, right? So out of these two, which school is going to have the best rating, the first one or the second one? Let me ask that from viewers, Sachin. So let me explain the question again. So there is first school where the success rate is only 10%. And when I say success rate, the criteria of the success rate is kids who get more than 80% marks. And there's another school where 90% of the kids are getting more than 80% marks. So which school you are going to choose, which school is going to have the best ranking? First one or second one? So I would love to have the answer from our viewers for today for this question. And Sachin, by the time we get a couple of answers onto that, I will look at few of the more things which people they are asking, that some of them are asking that, okay, there should be a strong foundation into the school. The education system should be good. And how about teacher? We spoke about the teacher. Of course, you are looking for the teacher with good values. You don't want to send your kids to school where teachers don't have the good value. And Sachin, I'm getting some answers from a couple of people. Raman is saying second school. Trilok is saying second school. And of course, if I could get a couple of more answers from people, either you would prefer the first school or the second school. But of course, ranking is based on how the school is performing. And then there are other things comes into the play as well. Then comes the, what kind of teachers you have. Then comes like what kind of atmosphere you have in the school. What kind of facilities you have in the school. How the hand holding is to be done in your school. Am I right?
Yeah.
But tell me something. Would you send your kid to a school where there are only 10% students who are getting more than 80% marks and rest 90% are less than 40% mark? You will send your kid to school just because that school is cheap, or they're not charging you anything, or that school is very close to your house? Would you make the decision to send your kid to a school where the success rate is only 10% just because of a couple of the reasons? That school is right next to your house, that school has very low fees, or any other criteria? Or would you be happily willing to pay a little bit extra fees to a school which is little far from you, where the success rate is 90%, and you like the teachers, their value system is good, they build a strong foundation, and above all, their ranking is good, their success ranking is good? Sachin, which one would you choose? Would you willing to pay a little bit extra for that?
Definitely any day, Raman, and it would be, I think, true for any parent. Any parent, if they have the option to pay extra, even they have to travel, they would love to send their kids to the best possible school.
So tell me, Sachin, in the first part, we were talking that our career is a little bit more important than our kids.
Yeah.
All right? Because if we build up a good career for ourselves, our kids are going to be much better, because then we are taking care of two generations. We are taking care of our own generation and we are taking care of the next generation. What if we ruin ourselves and pretty much spend 60 years of our life and no chance, we don't even know either the kid is going to be good or no. But let's say even if he becomes good, but we have already passed our life. So if we will not choose the bad school or the school with the low ranking or school with the low success rate for our kids, why do we choose an organization for ourselves to work for where the success rate is only 10%? And this is what my point. This is my point to all the realtors. Why would you choose to work in that organization where only 10% realtors are successful? Where only 10% of the realtors, they are doing 90% of the business. Is that the credibility of the system? But such an unfortunately, that is unfortunate part of the real estate industry. 90% people would go and choose that system where the success rate is only 10%. And you know how the industry works. And Sachin, we have worked on the number of deals. You remember, like we were like putting up the graphs and all that stuff. So I was surprised to see that the success, the average transaction done in a brokerage is only 3 to 4.
That is on the highest level.
There are 60,000 realtors on the TREB, on Toronto Real Estate Board. Out of those 60,000, 30,000 realtors approximately don't do a single transaction. Right? Why? Are they not talented? Are they not able to do the transaction? But just because the way the system has been built up, that there are brokerages, there are brands, their just simple objective is to have number of people. Their fight is, and I feel so surprised when I see, we have 300 people, we have 500 people, we have 1,000 people. But what about their success? What about their training? What about their foundation? So this is not what I am going to build up. No, we want to build up a system where the success rate is 90%. And when I say 90%, our success or bar of success is absolutely different. Right? We are going to make a difference in this industry. We are going to make a difference in this profession. And it is not for the sake of saying, Sachin. We are putting our best efforts to ensure that we bring success for individuals. It is not about creating success for myself or creating success for another person. It is creating success for all those individuals who are willing to get success. Sachin, there are still many people, so many people. You keep doing whatever you want to do, but they don't want to get success themselves. Even God cannot do anything for them. I don't believe in God, but I heard it is something very big.
Raman, as you rightly said, that this is the irony of the situation. It's the irony of our real estate industry, wherein every brokerage is only fighting on one thing, that my split is better than your split. Okay. Their only, I would say, selling point is that, if you're getting 90-10, I will give you 95-5. If you're getting 95-5, I'll give you 97-3. And some have gone to a level of doing 100%. And I heard one of the brokerage has gone to a next level wherein we'll pay you to do a deal. But nobody is focusing on, how those deals will be done. Can I help you in increasing your productivity? Why you are stuck at doing 5, 7, 10, 15 transaction? Is there any way as a brokerage, as a business, I can help you to increase your productivity? What contribution can as a business I can make to your life by doing maybe 5 more transactions? If you are a successful realtor, what contribution can I make to your life so that you can build your team? You can get to a next level and become an entrepreneur. Nobody is talking about that. And that is the biggest void in our industry.
And Sachin, and another interesting question I want to ask you on that.
Yes.
First of all, thank you very much. I can see a lot of questions and comments. Kanika, I think she is from India, if I'm not wrong. Kanika, am I right? You are from India. Um, I can see Dr. Trivedi, Namita. Thank you very much, guys. And I want to talk about this specific comments, which is by Inderdeep. It says it is not the schools that play an important role in the development of a child's personality. It is the parents who are to play equally important role. And you are so right. In this industry, in real estate industry, I correlate parents with your mentor. That is there a mentorship available in the system to give you the right values, to give you the right kind of guidance, to make sure that you get the success, that you inculcate those value in yourselves. See, the biggest problem we face, Sachin, in SaveMax is when we get new realtors, they don't come with the mindset of working in a disciplined atmosphere. They just think that, okay, I got a real estate license, now I'm going to get success automatically. That does not happen. You have to make sure success does not come just by getting the license. Success is a factor, is a combination of so many factors in your life. Now, Sachin, let me ask you another tough question. Would you send your kid to a school where your kid is in the same grade for 10 years?
Obviously, never.
Kamal, would you send your kid to a school where your kid is in the same grade for 10 years?
Definitely not, Raman. That doesn't make
Why
any
do
sense.
we go and join?
Second year, he'll be out of the school. Second year.
Second year, okay. Why do we go and join a brokerage where you are a realtor for 10 years?
See, I would say, Raman, I would just share my understanding meeting with people. I think the comfort level, which it creates, to them, that also add another.
So it is a good answer, Kamal. So why don't you keep your kids in the same grade just because it's a comfort level and you just have to teach them same thing again and again?
And the best part is, Kamal, sorry to interrupt. And now they're coming first every year in that class because they have done the same class for last 4 years or 5 years.
Yeah,
and
that's
being
so
very
true.
happy with that. You know what? I'm beating 20, 50 kids over here because, all those kids are new kids and I'm the one who's doing the same class for last 5 years. And now I'm first in this class.
See, I strongly believe, to do all this, a person need to give time to the students. I would say the teacher. He don't have time because there are 2,000 students. He has enrolled in the class. Now, even if he give 1 hour every day or say in a week, the year will get over by the time he is again coming to the same student, So now the thing which has come to a level where, he thinks now he has given up, right? Okay, no, it's better to be here, what it is. And the other people, on the other side, students are comfortable because they don't want to come out of the comfort zone, which I always discuss with the people who are coming to me to be an entrepreneur. That's the first thing I ask them, whether you're ready to come out of your comfort zone, because it's going to take some efforts, for you to be successful.
Now, let me ask you another question, Sachin. This is very common these days. Kids are doing online classes. How do you feel about it?
Again, this COVID situation have put everybody into a thing wherein kids are sitting home, they are taking online classes. I feel that more than their school, it's for their parents, the schooling is happening. Right. So I speak to so many people. They said, you know what, I am sitting with my kid because she has a school. But I feel education is one part. Why we send our kids to the school so that they can interact with other kids.
Yes.
They can grow with. They can understand. They can feel that, how a life, I would say, real world works. over there they meet kids wherein not each of their demands get fulfilled. They are fighting, they are arguing, everything is happening. Those things play very important role in growth of the child.
Yes.
And they right now these online schooling, that is the big, I would say, missing part. I'm not sending my kid to only for the education. I want them to learn the real life, that the life is not fair all the time. You will not get whatever you ask for in your life. Not everybody or your friends will be nice to you,
Yes.
right?
Tell me,
Over
sir.
there you will have your challenges and you have to face those challenges.
Absolutely.
Right now kids are sitting in the comfort of their own house. They are getting, they are learning whatever they want to learn. If they don't want to learn, they just switch off the computer and that's it.
Yeah.
So there is no challenge.
Yes. So, Sachin, tell me, we all pretty much agree, and I would love to have some of the answers from our viewers too. How do you feel about this online education for your kids? You want your kids to go and feel the atmosphere,
Yes.
right? Your career is more important than your kids as well. Or I would say, if not, it is equally important. How can you, these days, Sachin, it's very famous, online platforms for real estate industry.
Yeah.
And they keep claiming that, oh, I see, you know what? We have a cloud-based platform, but there's no human interaction. Clients don't buy the house on cloud. Client buy the house physically. They want to come and meet you in your office. They want to come and see you, what kind of establishment you are running. How comfortable client feels when they are sitting at Tim Hortons with you, or you are calling them at your home.
On this topic, I was sitting with one of the realtor who was talking about this cloud brokerage to me, and he said, what, I have got a team, I have got a team lead, and he helps me a lot in that. And I asked him a basic question that, who's your team lead? And he gave me one name and said, where he is working. And he told me, what, he's working in Alabama. I said that, what, I understand that guy doing very good in Alabama. Does he understand the matrix of the Brampton market or Mississauga market? Does he even know what is happening over here locally? He is giving you his thoughts, his inputs on the basis of the market, which what is happening in Alabama. Now, do you want to get a guidance from a guy who have no knowledge about the market that you are working in? He does not understand the client behavior over here.
Yeah.
So again,
but again, Sachin, I am not trying to take the advantage of the technology.
yes, definitely.
My only question is, access of everything is bad. It should be a balanced approach. So the same way you need technology, the same way you need the human interaction. Like I know, if you will see the stats will come upon 90% of the people buy the houses through online. No, that is not the fact. People still watch the newspaper, flyers. Of course, online is becoming very big, and we don't want to be outdated onto that. So the beauty that we are creating, Sachin, we are creating a wonderful combination of technology and human interaction. So we want to make sure that your kid is in the best school, but he is attending the school and he is having all the tools of technology so that he can learn. He can actually practice in the real atmosphere. Can you make a champion just by giving him online training and showing him how he can race? Can you win the gold medal in the Olympics? No. To win the gold medal in Olympics, you have to be on the track. You have to run. And you have to really face the dirt outside. But yes, you can take advantage of technology and you can make yourself better runner. You can make yourself better Olympian. So it is not one thing which makes you successful. It is a balanced approach, a combination of both the things. What do you think about that, Kamal?
Yeah, definitely. This approach of balance is required, and sometimes people actually they just think one side of the things, and it goes for a toss. And by the time they realize that, okay, I mean, but the time is over. So I would strongly agree to this part that you need to have this balanced approach when you're talking about, say, any business or any new thing even for you, that balance is maintained,
Yeah. What do you think, Sachin?
Definitely, Raman. Ultimately, it's not that we are not using the technology, but we are maintaining that right balance by which we can use the technology to enhance our trainings, but at the same time, that personal interaction is there.
Yeah.
So that, because in real estate world, you cannot take the importance of the personal interaction out. That is a very important factor. It's a very emotional decision when anybody is buying or selling a house.
Yeah.
Okay, we are not trying to sell a Samsung TV over here wherein the model number is same. Doesn't matter what shop you go to, you will get exactly same TV.
Yeah. But Sachin, still, to check that the quality of the model number, you still
Yes,
go and
that's right.
try to get a feel of the quality on the showroom,
Yes, yes.
right? So I think the message is very loud and clear. Choice is yours. Either you want to build up your career in an institution which has a very strong rating, which gives you beauty of both, and which gives you an opportunity to learn in a real life atmosphere. At SaveMax, our success rate is more than 90%. And when I say 90%, the criteria of our success is at least 50 to 20 transactions, or even more than that, right? It is not like two or three or five transactions is the success which we seek in real estate industry. No, we have to make sure we change the dynamics. Of course, that is what the minimum basic criteria, but that should not be the bar. That should not be the standard. The standard should be at least 30 transactions in a year. But as I said, we are here just to tell you what we can do. The decision is yours. The choice is yours. Which school you choose for yourself and which platform you think can make you an entrepreneur. So, Kamal, we are just left with 2 more minutes to finish our show for today. And I just recently got my check from SaveMax for the promotion. You got 2 minutes to promote yourself.
I was not planning to do this time, because I mean the line of appointments and so many big lists, and every time when I give number here, I have a lot of messages coming up, and it goes in. So I thought next week I'm going to relax, but yeah, I am not. So definitely we are in the last leg of filling our locations into Peel also. Like there is, I think, one left in Brampton and one in Mississauga. We are almost done with Peel, and I met someone today in the morning for Hamilton and for London. So that is another which is coming up. But definitely, if there are people looking to know more about our both the business models, like traditional and the FOCO model, they can reach me on 416-333-8747, and we can have a discussion. And even like other friends of maybe in different brokerages, if you just want to know like what's going on, how we are doing, you're still most welcome to talk. There is nothing we are doing very I would say secretly or something. We want to share. Definitely whatever we have, we would love to share with you. You
Uh,
can call me anytime.
Kamal, I want to give another message to all the realtor friends. Guys, I know some of you maybe don't want to become part of SaveMax, but at least dare to dream, to come out of that realtor zone. Think like an entrepreneur. If you don't want to become part of SaveMax, no problem, because we don't want everybody to come and become part of our team, because we want only those people who are daydreamers, who are crazy like us. Right, Sachin? We're looking
Yes,
for crazy people. We're looking for people who wants to change this world. And there are only few crazy people who think they can change the world, and only they can change the world. But if you want to open up your own brokerage and don't want to become part of SaveMax team, no problem. We will still help you. We will give you all kind of technical know-how. We will help you to build up a system for you. Are we going to charge anything for that, Sachin?
I want to, but we'll keep it free right now.
Suggestion, absolutely. I personally will feel bad if you are a realtor from last 10 years. Just because your platform is not giving you an opportunity, is not giving you enough vision to become an entrepreneur. And guys, don't just be under a wrong impression in your life that if you are a realtor, you are an entrepreneur. No, that is not called entrepreneurship. Go and do a little research. Go and talk to people and understand what entrepreneurship is. But yeah, if you don't have that entrepreneurial bug in you, if you just want to die like a realtor, thank you very much. I don't want to do so. I know my call is very aggressive, but that's how I am. Right, Sachin?
That's right, Raman. And on the last note, I don't want to divert from the today's topic. So my message would be that if you are coming first for quite some time in the same class, it's time to change the class.
It's time to change the class. Yes. All right, guys.
Right?
Thank you very much. And thank you for joining for today's session. And the best part is I'm so happy to see so many people are participating into the discussion. And that really gives me a lot of energy. And I would see you next week, sharp at 12 o'clock. Thank you very much for becoming part of our family, for part of this institution. It does not matter how many of us we are together. We will keep doing it what we feel right. Am I right, Kamal?
Oh, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have an amazing
Thanks,
week.
Sachin. Thanks.
Stay
Raman.
safe.
you.
Spend a lot of time with your family. And good luck.
Thank you, everybody, and wish you amazing weekend.